Okay, a quick response to Inmendham. I'm sorry if it's a bit bleak.
I don't want to get into all the psychology bullshit, but it is all there is. People aren't arguing philosophy, they're arguing psychology. The psychology that has them believing their desire and horniness and value appreciation and artistic taste and subjective definition of aesthetically refined and all this crap is actually meaningful. And not realizing that the only thing meaningful is they're a little hungry, horny beastie like any other Tyrannosaurus, and their existence is just as meaningless in universal terms as a Tyrannosaurus. They can disappear as a blip, without even a sound. In space, there is no sound, and there'll be no sound, just a blip. The screen just goes off, and a little dot left in the middle there, and it just fades away. But there's no realistic perspective here, and there's no realistic appreciation for the cost of the futility and the waste of it. Tyrannosauruses don't exist, and theoretically, rationally, you could argue, it would have been better if they never existed. All that harm, all the carnage, all the blood, the guts, all the energy wasted in just war. It was just warfare. I guess that's part of this. It's like those people who they glorify war. The Stoics and their, it's blood curdling. The lengths people will go to defend the preposterous, that they will in fact glorify. Just wasted energy, wasted hate, wasted love, waste everywhere. Just to deny a simple truth that in some ways obliges nothing from you except the realization that maybe you shouldn't gung-ho it. You shouldn't promote it. You shouldn't shove more of it down the goose's throat. You shouldn't force feed the eternal life machine. That you should just maybe, slowly weed it out. Let it just slowly wind down, because the clicks on this clock aren't going anywhere, aren't producing anything. Old dog and its coat. Hey, these are the rules of the game, basically. Now explain how it's rational to force somebody to play this game. And they can't, if they obey the rules, they can't do it.
Now that we know what the rules are, is it rational to force someone to play the game? Well, no, of course not. But is it rational to think that we can stop the game? Sure, we can decide to give a player a sick note or a free pass or whatever. Decide that no son or daughter of mine is going to play a game that's so stupid. But we know what the rules are, and we know that some other poor sod will be obliged to play. We know that every human or tyrannosaur that we blip out of the future, that there's going to be some other hapless player next in line, ready to be thrown to the wolves. In the absence of the hypothetical red button, all we can do is shuffle the pack that decides who gets to play. Remove or reduce our proximate responsibility for who gets to play, which I'm sure you'll agree is no achievement at all.